Bibia fine there.
Yes,
Papa bi busa me say obetumi de Bible mo wache ne Bible no kan. Na me say won so de no e ya achede. So de no ya achede. Papa na America de na. Abba.
Eno nti no wani age no me ba na wutie.
Me chese.
So the dash wa koma muma. Yeah. It's a victory day for you. I see a candidate here. Me campaign chairman.
Pam.
Yes, spiritual energy.
Trump will never have you camera. Trump must win.
Come here to change about you say.
Come here, Democrat.
But me Trump has one or two things be, but in general, so the crowd, it might be one.
I don't think I'm a hand.
Papa Yanko.
That's my man too. Mammy can't share me off in my Auntie Betty, Mama should do on the birthday. God bless you, for happy belated birthday. Zoom ya dear mamma, Nanny Payne, and we say, I did 30th September until your wedding. And we say, we can say every prophet, every true prophet is a friend of God, but every true seer is the judge of God. Now, judge be a baby buatanya or read statement. I was saying read the statement from the Elohim. No, we say 30th for no, and I mean Ghana in prophecy, Nigeria in prophecy, and America
in prophecy.
In prophecy. Eti obiantiena ohu ne yekoso. Yanko
1 Samuel chapter 8 verses 1 to 6. Osana Ebrana Samuel abakokra no. O de mercy see Israel so akenifo. Na abakan edin de Uel. Na de otoso e de Abia. Na wo ya temufo Elbeshiba. Na so de ma no amfa na kwan so. Na o mane kodi emfaso achi. E no jeje adamudie. E na afi o sanso bubu atenchia. Na Israel mpanimfo nyina ehia ba Samuel enchan e wo Rama. Na obeka kire no se hwe wo gba akokra. Na wo manso so emfa wakwan so. Afei si yenso hene na oni yenso se de amanamaya aka ni nyina etie no wasana asem na so Samuel ani ifri se waba beka kire no se onsi wo hene emma won
wasana asem na anya den
anso Samuel ani
wasi asem na anya den
anso Samuel
now ayi kwam na hwi asem a ye kan ha Samuel enana onyame de o man na hye ne nsa ena owie o replace ne mba enti edu ba bi no enkrofo bi ko share asiye insketiti ya nkwada no se na sem obedi ade owie no de ne ma hwe ne ma suban nkwada ne suban ye na spread the whole nation na oman no nyina egada mpanfo gadai na omko Samuel ho na om se esan oman ne suban a omu yinti no say ye pe change now captain ti ade we ye ba
papa mi tie pa
if you watch it very careful kwamna eye oman no for the hatred of Samuel and kwada no nti and wo pe change enye nyame na o demand change no
Samuel kwada no
yeah attitude nti
no mo pe change
and na provoke o man no wo mo ya nahi nti ye pe change Bible say asam na nye Samuel de
sure
say ade emfiri nyame change ya mo ni abere mo hwe ne say ya yi no emfiri nyame Captain dem know what you say. Okay. Asa na anya Samuel de. Na Samuel pagya case no e de ko nyame ani. Say nyame, enyame de because minim say wo na o man wo hwe so. It is a change be ba. The change must come from you, not from the people.
Sure. Yeah.
Sasa baba ye wa.
Sasa baba, it must come from God.
Not you.
Not you. Now watch this. Neti
verse 7 was na Radeka kire Samuel say tie die oman no
omo for so a wo do patie mom
every say enye wo na wo mapo wo na mum eyame Awurade na mapo
enti say change we eba pa they have rejected me
and not Samuel
enti America for the nyedene ne ahoya esesa tromo they have rejected the choice of God.
Kofi
Afi what you say No tie. Me convince. Now 18 akoba no verse 18 when you see
18 to 20. Was na eda no.
Enti some catch say niam hwehwe no afa mu ntie. I am here to tell you the mind of God concerning what is going to happen today and the future of America and the entire continent. Ghana can. And was say, sir, most for so any change no eda no. Ohene no a nipa na mo beyi no nne no
amana di mo so no
se mo nyame choice na reject nyame choice ni si nchen a ne mo pese obedi mo so mo ntie ni ode beba
mo be so afrɛ me
mo fa ibire bi bedu a mo be so afrɛ me
nanso awurade emu amoda no
there will be an attack, there will be increase of petrol, there will be increase of fuel, there will be increase of, because Captain the entire petrol from no Russia and Saudi Arabia, the entire petrol above no Trump.
Yeah, that is correct according to the Economist newspaper.
Why? Because when Trump decided to destroy ISIS woman gold, ISIS woman diamond, the only thing ISIS woman to oil. And came to more oil past Saudi Arabia. And I came to more oil gas, Russia. And some more person moyam now for the and yet the other OPEC country no say adie so to anane boyadin the OPEC country no committee say yeah limited pumping no na adie no short na ne boy enkofa mu a na Trump can kire Saudi Arabia na Saudi Arabia pump agum na adie na ayefu
say the be ne bo no nyɛ den
say the be ne bo nyɛ den nti edu ba bi no krofo we o mu nya sika na om de atɔhwe na den o ma ye handicap. Eti some will catch them say some nim na semutu nyame choice ni firi so a bire bi bedua
mbeso afrɛ me
na mo so frɛ me ameso me mfii mu na nyame so o mfii mu ha
o se na oman no ampene se wotie Samuel
na oman so da bi aka se pe change na ene ye pe bo we so da ya mpene wow we so captain ya nyeden
ya mpene
oh ya mpene
we dia ya mpene
oh we dia ya mpene
sa
oh sa ya mpene Messi, where do you impene? Oh, yeah, I impene. I don't care.
Amen.
Now, I'm not going to back for me call and Yamiaguna again. Isaiah.
Okay, Isaiah 53.
Into the choice America by Crofo Peso, you know, the person catch you almost say, I feel no more to about yet no master here. Well, will be a wine against say, or to my Biden, and fetch you to say, when Yamenka so I rejected Trump. God has not yet done for Trump. So go and vote for my Trump and retain him. Now, what this? Now Isaiah chapter 53
verse 2 to 3 was not of free said you have front him say as a person mu enhin.
The man was not a politician. It from nowhere and free come also I then free it Trump and a politician. He just come up from nowhere. From the dry ground. How can so be on your politician or pay our president? And you free.
Oh yeah.
Oh manim.
Oh yeah. Was no only su and then we
are this bank. I can't get on your debt. I can't never abon yet. But Yam and Fifi.
I want to be quite wrestling or question you know what tells me.
What that's why I'm making
only
su bank into Sunian for bank.
Yeah.
On the pan in this bank.
Anani munyamo ema ya hwe no
ne niye bia nye
abema wa hwe no but nya wo na choose no
aba hanka me tia
ho kra nya fe
atwa so kra wa ha atwa so ha was na oni ahwo fa
is it Captain
yes baba
every seer is a word-based person.
Okay.
This is
see bien wa o sem kom a on fa nyame ansem nkan asem ne bai asem ne bedi kan ba ansa asem na to aso enti wo hwe asem no na watumi agya nkom hye na di
sure
am dey pa achen enti ofifiri ye no ye o be pie ba ye no se dey oni suban oni anwofe je se oni bibia
oh yeah
enti wo desire no enye ye enti wo se dey
enti wo bu nanim tia
wate yase nyina aso mbeka bia so bu nanim tia aso mbeka bia so odidi natem
na ni papo no
ate yase nyina papa no but he was a God's choice enipa apono wiase nyina apono dia ye wo mi say asofo nyina apono.
Perception is relevant to his selection.
Your perception
is irrelevant to his selection.
Oh yes. And no sooner Bible said that God uses the foolishness of this word to confound the wise. The wise. Don't forget that. And Ushen on Yahofe, Ushen on Ishi, Ushen on Yusubai, the Casa and yet and yet Nana, but Aquawe, all developers are there. Said the captain on the num disco, and no me, ma'am, Tinkas, I don't go on a lifetime. And he said, the guy does not qualify for Senator Crown qualify. For how much more president? But God choose this man. Now, maybe I can't say man, I can't him. Now, I'm telling you the man of God. And then I give you the choice. Because now, tell me, this election is more dangerous than any nation in America for Ako and Ghana for Bekon. Yeah, Bekon. So, very dangerous. Now, now, Afi.
Papa, I am in Kansas.
This is Angel 102.9.
Yes, I am in Kabi.
You got your makeup, you have a better.
I am in Kabi.
Now, it's the 30th for some of them. Voting for Biden is like asking, it's like Israelites asking for Saul.
Huh?
Someone told them that there will be a day they will regret because Saul does not understand anything about the promises of God and he doesn't believe in them. He doesn't believe in them. Anything about God's promises, Saul doesn't understand and he doesn't believe in them. Now, voting for Biden is voting for China to take over U.S. China will invade U.S. and everything in it. And Russia will never forgive U.S. Therefore, within 1 to 2 years, Russia and Iran will punish U.S. and the whole world by increasing the prices of gas and petroleum products. Within the office of Biden, if they vote him, the jihadists, Boko Haram, and ISIS attack will increase by 70% around the world. Because God opened my eyes and I saw Biden open all the borders that were closed by Trump. And the enemy of America came in to plan serious future attack on their own soil. Then the next attack, they said in 9/11, every baby, the people will just get in there, plan the attack, and then hit America, hit them hard. Biden will be against anything that promote the kingdom of God. Previously, I was in love with Kamala, the vice president of Biden. But when God opened my eyes, I saw that she was going to make the same mistake Clinton made in Hillary Clinton made in Libya. China and some Arab nation will do anything to influence her and provide huge financial support for her 2028 campaign. Therefore, it is up to Americans to decide between their today and their future. Trump. Wow. Trump's first 4 years term was like Jehu. He was like a military ruler. Trump came like a military ruler. But now his second coming will going to be like David and Goliath. It's going to be like David and Goliath. Who is Goliath? The corona. Intimidated the whole world. Yes, so don't forget, sir, David Bresso, no Goliath, he took one choice guy who was not qualified to be a military man to defeat that giant.
That's man.
So Trump's second coming is going to be like David and Goliath. This election will be life and death election. It will be either the peaceful or violent. It is an election between the present and the future. Spiritually, it is going to be the very of decision for America. In the realms of the spirit, I saw a war in heaven, darkness and light. Each is trying to take control over America. And God said, this is going to be the future of America. Trump had the hand of God upon his life. The only problem he has is his attitude, communication, and the way he reacts to situations. God said to me that he did not call Abraham because of his good attitude, but because of his heart.
Okay.
God said, I did not call Abraham
Because he's a good person.
because of his good person, because of his heart.
Nti nyɛ sɛ ɔyɛ katakata ntira
Dabi.
n'akoma no nyame pɛ.
Nakoma no nyame pe. God said to me that he called, because of his heart. But David also had a bad attitude, yet God called him the man after his own heart. God said to me that his calling is not based upon the man's character. And God said, tell the people when they want to vote, they should vote according to the platform and the principle and not the personality.
The platform
Now,
and the principle.
the platform
And the principle.
and the principle man deba,
Not the personality.
not the personality.
Shattered
Because
early
on
voting
your-
records.
I mean, the figure. Nearly
It's a CIS,
100 million
Osha.
people voted early by
your
mail or in
Facebook,
person. That is more than 70% of the total number of people who voted
Live from America.
all in all.
Kwame
In
Nkrumah, 20%
2016,
after
here's
Abasi,
Pamela Brown with a closer look at those amazing numbers.
1,521,000.
Well, hi there, Jim and Poppy. We have seen record early voting turnout in states
we
across the
pre-voting,
country.
we
In fact, in
pre-voting.
several
But
states,
see, I don't know what's
Arizona,
up with the lines.
you have Hawaii, you have
but
Texas, you have Nevada. Well, the voting in those states, the early voting surpassed all of the voting they had in 2016. This all happening
Top
before
left.
polls open across the
with
country, and
Minnesota,
Republicans, the
Nevada,
Trump
so,
campaign, are banking on explosive turnout to outweigh all the early votes coming from Democrats that leaned heavily Democratic. And all this is coming
That man
as
is here for. They can give any point they want to Biden. They are going to be disgraced. Now,
It's the Clinton News Network.
Okay, CNN.
Clinton News Network. Sana Conti Fresh.
now watch this. God can use Trump to save many lives around the world than Biden. God also said, I should tell the Jews and any nation that believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it is time to stand and pray for Trump. In every nation, there are 3 laws. From Genesis to Revelation, there are 3 laws that causes the land to vomit the inhabitants and the blessing of the land. 1, the nation that support the shedding of innocent blood, that is abortion. Any nation that support and kill innocent child, that land can vomit the inhabitants and the blessing. So 2, the nation that promote homosexuality. Assassin, it me vomit the blessing and the inhabitants. 3, the nation that rises against the Jewish people. Because when you can say, the Trump is against all this. The man's attitude is so contradictory, but he support everything about God. In 2021, the winter in America and Europe will be so severe and dangerous. There is going to be so much flood in 2021. Many industries and companies are going to collapse. Fire will burn many places and people around the world. Civil obedience and demonstrations will increase by 70 to 80%. When Trump wins this year's election, there will be so many rout demonstrations and all over the state. This year election will be as challenging as Bush and Gore election that was determined by the Supreme Court, counting and recounting. If Trump wins this election, his life will be at so much risk because people will try so much as possible to terminate him out of anger. In the realms of the spirit, I saw that the Statue of Liberty arms was broken. If Trump loses this year's election, he'll when you feel. Now, me don't Bible says, "Men can't choose say, who now on the of it, on you suban." But the question is, I mean, the same Joe Biden also moto abaman. Obama ebedi 8 years. Blacks na omo so omo to aba amane ne no. Dia na oyema om. Dem gonna what I say. 8 years in office. Dia ben pa na oyema om. And some people don't know. In the era of Obama, they kill more blacks than now. In the era of Obama, more blacks were killed, more blacks were deported than the days and the time of Trump.
Yes.
Why are they hated the man? Why they hated the man? Because omunya kwanya di ompese omo ye. When asema omo kan ha say ye pese ye call war. Now, Captain Ye, he just say a woman say nientia Republicans na nkasa tan say Republicans no empenfo no omo ya munitions. Munitions ye call war nyina. Omo ye. It is their company. Enti Republican bi abeba bia no, you have to go to war. Said the beya tu na omo ye gu ho no. Omo betumi aton. Ena Trump ba ye 4 years wa nkọ war. Enti omo ye den. Omo aboka. Enti omo ya aboka dia ye mpẹ wasem da. Ye prob ahun say ahun asem e wo Bible no. Ye pese ye kokun, ye probi obedi yanim. Am ya kokun. Ni say obetena say economy nko na wo ye. Na ndabe ye pese ye kọ war. And 4 years this man never go to war. He was building the economy. Some person call war. Well, because machines nego. But I'm young call war. Woman himself when he was who buy a call war. Also by ya, was an empower. Won't power the other now. Who buy the dija? Yes, I'm pressed. Trump is the man of peace. Trump is the man that God chooses for the American. Bible said, Obani dim, or no one the angel. Young say, at the end of the day, Onyamia. Odoviasi say, oh, huh? Captain, can I make an announcement? Say, Onyame Peneso, I will say, you for no, Israel for no pushy ya. No, Onyame say, the day is coming, they will cry. Give it to them. It means God giving Saul to Israel was a punishment to punish them. Let make this statement say, Adiache, na. Said the amount force. I don't care. Will be strategy. Any strategy as them. Sadiache na say bad and winning. It's a judgment against America. America, and I will come back and make it known. America is going to be a collapsed empire. Biden will be a judgment against America because that man don't have what it takes to rule America and the whole world. He is only going to be a shadow. Now, man, for eternity. Yes, our boss. Yes, our boss. Yes, our boss. America is the greatest nation. It needed a very strong and very powerful man to lead, and they lead the whole world. No, Obi Oye weak. And therefore, said the Nyame say, okay, Nyame no man reject him. Nyame no man reject you. Me no man reject me. Until the omo pen famom na nyefidie ma no. Say they out of hatred. Say they decided say, eno na Nyame pen so a na Nyame ampene so. Because God want to save the world and even Ghana can. God want to have Nyame person who we are seeing amobo. What do you say? Say Nyame person who we are seeing amoba. I'll be back next week.